when you're dealing with open-ended questions, people might give you a very flat answer. People generally answer with the first thing that comes into their mind. We need to dig a bit deeper. And this is what we call clarify with AI. It's another type of question that will prompt the customer to add more details in their answer, like what specific benefits did they get from that creep? Or maybe how long did it take them to notice those changes? And you, as the creator of a form, you don't have to think about those questions. The AI is smart enough to come up with the follow-up questions and trying to get better insights from your respondent.
So, first up in the tank today is a way to build better forms in surveys with AI. Please welcome Nico Grenier, developer advocate at Typeform, who's dialing in from Barcelona. Thank you so much for joining us today, Nico. Take it away.
Hey, thank you, Phil. Thank you. Hi, Sharks. Hi, everybody. I'm Nico. I'm a developer advocate at Typeform, and today I'm here to bringing you from the boring, cold, static forms into an interactive experience. I don't know if you're ready, but let me show you this. I'm running on the side a company called Glow & Co. It's a beauty product, and today we want to run a simple campaign to get some customer feedback and hear real stories from our customers. This is the Typeform product, and I would like to show you how we're going to create this campaign. So easily, you're going to create a form, and because it's 2025, we're going to do this with the power of AI. We have an AI wizard that walks you through simple prompts and give a bit of background regarding your goal of the campaign and who you are as a company. So in our case here, we are getting some feedback about our new skincare products. We want to collect a bit of information about who the people are, what they are using the product for, and how satisfied are they with the product. Also, we're really curious to know how they learn about our company. So we leave a bit of details of those questions without drafting them too much into details. Finally, we give information about who we are as a company. So we said we are a skincare company. We're joyful and empowering. And with this, the AI wizard should create the perfect form. Let's see what it did. Well, this is it. We have the skeleton of our form, right? It has 5 questions with the typical question that you can expect in this type of form, which is like here, how you satisfied, one like from 0 to 10, and some other questions about how did you hear about us? Did you receive the order on time? These type of things. But this is not really us right now. This is kind of blank default theme. So let's personalize this to have an experience that's really on brand and fit with who we are as a company. For this, I going into our design here, and I'm going to create a new design that is matching my brand thanks to the brand kit. I don't have to involve any designer here. I just put our website because all the assets, all the colors use are already on the website. So by just putting the URL of our website here, I'm getting our logos, our colors, and all our assets. I don't have to ping anybody else in the team. Now, I can turn my boring form that I had earlier, which was already better than the regular boring forms, into something even more exciting, colorful, and joyful for our customers. I get to personalize the look and feel. I get to personalize the pictures and represent my brand. There are a few questions here. So this is like the question we saw earlier that turned into something, again, a bit more interesting. But because I want this experience to be truthful and to be valuable for us, I would like to add something a bit more personal. And for this, I'm going to use a video question. The video question here is my lovely colleague, Kenzie, that's going to record herself and be like, hey, could you share a bit more about your experience? And inviting our customers into sharing their videos and sharing their experience live. With this, we're going to have some real video data. With this, we can use those videos after for social media campaign to put it on our website, and that's going to feel more genuine than just a bunch of text and some stars, right? So we're reusing content generated by our customers. Now, I would like to show you also another type of question. Sometimes when you're dealing with open-ended questions, people might give you a very flat answer. In our case here, we realized that when we were asking how well did the product meet your expectation, people generally answer with the first thing that comes into their mind. It was okay. I loved it. It was fine. But if we're really looking into feedback, we need to dig a bit deeper. And this is what we call clarify with AI. It's another type of question that will automatically prompt the customer to add more details in their answer, like asking them what specific benefits did they get from that cream. Or maybe, as a second thought, how long did it take them to notice those changes? And you, as the creator of a form, you don't have to think about those questions. You ask the first one only. The AI is smart enough to come up with the follow up questions and trying to get better insights from your respondent. Now, the form is ready and I'm ready to share it with my customers. I have plenty of options to do this. I can embed it into a web page and I will get the code for this. So I can just copy paste it and put it in my favorite website. Is it a Webflow, a WordPress, a Shopify, you name it. You can also share it via email. Or if you're also in an interactive event like we are today, you can share a QR code so people can just like scan it live or in your shop. So we are distributing your form on all the different platforms. The form has been distributed and we are starting to collect some responses. And responses can come, as we saw, from text. And so it might be hard sometimes to dig into the common themes and the common patterns. Again, this is 2025. We're using AI for this. We're using AI to identify what are the common themes around all the questions that you have collected. Here, for example, we see that the most mentioned themes are around the price point or how it works positively. We see also some sentiment analysis. So we know that people generally are very positive about the improvement in their skin care and skin condition, where they have some negative comments regarding the pricing. So there's some stuff we can improve here and some stuff that we can leverage and put in our campaign. The video transcript that we had earlier, we can dig into the transcript here. So if you're looking for specific key phrase and see what people have said, you can look into this directly into your results. And this is how it would look like. Directly, you have the video here. You can extract this, post this on social media, make it look good with like some other titles and things like this. And now you have a really genuine testimonial from your customers. Well, this is already a lot of information. So what did we do here? We turn your boring form that you will send normally, just like name and email type of thing, into a more conversational experience. You get to do this on a branded form. We showed you how to turn a form into your extension of your brand by adding logo, colors, and font, as well as images. And now we also give you a way to tell customer stories in a more authentic way and showcase your brand as something that is more connected to your customers. Finally, we also give you a way to drive better actions through smart insights and how you can make progress with those insights. So you're able to share this with your product team, with the team that is building the new features, the new product lines, and as we saw all this, this is a personalized experience also for the customers as they're driving through this. We can also personalize the way you talk to them. So if you know who they are, hi Nico, hi James, hi, you name it, you already know some stuff about them. And all this in one tool without the need of marketer. No, you're the marketer. Without the need of a designer, without the need of a coder, you are on your own and you have full control over this whole experience. If you want to test it out, we have a special promo code for you. And yeah, can't wait to see what you build with this.
So what about the integration stuff? So, like let's say you get leads to fill out the form or leads to fill out the survey, and then they'll say something like, oh, I'm actually interested in like talking to a salesperson, or like, whatever type of, like, maybe there's like high intent or high signal answers in the survey. Like, how do you get that into like a CRM, or how do you get that
Yes.
into like some of the activation systems that you're using?
Yeah, so we have integrations with a bunch of different CRM. To name a few, Salesforce and HubSpot. So what you can do is connect directly every single response to an object on those CRM. It creates a lead, it creates a contact, depending on how you run the CRM. And you can also combine that with logic that we have in the tool, where you say, oh, if they rank high on this question and then they answer this question this way, then they're a good lead for us. And this is all done in through Typeform. At the end, also, to make this a bit more interactive, you can combine this with a Slack integration that says only the high qualified lead should send a Slack notification so our team can jump on it right away.
Nicholas, can I double click on that answer? Because, the devil's in the details with a lot of this integration stuff. When you're creating leads and contacts, let's say someone responds to multiple surveys, is the survey data stored in like an adjacent custom object that's connected, or is it fields on the lead? How do we actually access that?
Yeah, so this is something that you push to your CRM, so we can create our update. So if it already exists in your database, we're just gonna add additional information to it. In terms of how we do stuff on Typeform, right now the forms are separated as different entities, but we may have something to bring them together very soon.
Sweet.
I'm loving what you presented and also the transformation Typeform has made over the number of years from survey company to much more. I'm just curious, what has adoption rates been like for your quizzes and your other products, leveraging this AI as well?
Yeah, so as you said, like we're building kind of a horizontal product that could fit a lot of different use cases. I showed you product feedback, but people are using it for lead generation, which I think is like the top use case that we have. So like just like a typical contact us, but it's not the typical contact us because you add some intelligence into it. So you leave your email. This email can be now enriched, so we know how big is your company, which industry, where you're located. So we're starting to ask you less questions. We make this form a bit more efficient, and we're adding logic to it. So now that we know from your email and from some other questions you have answered that you're a high quality lead, then we'll show you the question on how to book your meeting with Calendly, for example. And for everybody else, we'll just say like, well, we'll get back to you. And suddenly this typical contact us form has become a really powerful lead machine. And then you have other use cases for user research and product recommendation, which is also another way to run leads. So like in the skincare industry, but in the other type of industries, we're like, oh, how are your hair? What do you do? How often do you wash them? Whatever. At the end, this is the product that it's exactly for you, and we picked it for you. Just buy it now and don't think about it.
Well, I'm looking for a new shampoo, so that's perfect.
Yeah, love what you showed us, Nico. I actually took Typeform for a spin recently to create like the post-event survey for this event here. And I was playing around with the AI features because I know you were going to show us some of that stuff. And I like didn't come into creating the form with any type of like, I want to ask this or ask that. And I just fed it information about the context from the event. I plugged in the Humans and Martech site, and I was just like curious to see what was the first output of it. And it wasn't perfect, but like just a couple of tweaks, and I was able to get like a first draft that was pretty legit. So yeah, thank you for showing that to us.